Hello, Internet. Welcome back to another edition of Eric's Corner with the Word of the Not So Wise. Today, we're going to talk about the 2024 election. If you ask me, it's awfully confusing how the Republicans for the last 8-ish months have been running unopposed against a Democrat candidate. As of recently, we have this Pete Buttigieg, Buttigieg and Marianne Williamson against Joe Biden, and they're not even campaigning, which would make sense because if you cheat in an election, you have no reason to. And Joe Biden ran the laziest campaign for the 2020 election that we have ever seen, and somehow still won by a supposed landslide. During the COVID-19 fiasco, of course, the Democrats were accusing Trump of trying to implement martial law, which I guess will postpone an election. Which, if you ask me, look at what the Democrats want to do. They're literally telling you every step of the way. They're accusing the Republicans of doing what their plan is. So, with the southern border crisis that we're having, which is just 50 times worse than we've ever seen, what would be the best lightning rod to start or implement martial law? What's going on at the southern border? Turn all of our big cities into chaos. Crime is legal. Well, they can shut down an election with what's going on. They can't beat Trump heads up. That's why they're trying to indict him, bankrupt his campaign, everything else. There's wild accusations of him being Hitler. I'm sorry, who did he exterminate in his first 4 years in? Well, first and only at these point. Who did he exterminate? Who did he call to get rid of? No, he just simply said protect our borders, didn't he? If they cheated before, they'll cheat again. Or, when they say if Trump gets elected, this will be the last Democratic election you will ever have. Well, translation is, we will make sure we win from now on. Well, that's what they did last time, right? So why wouldn't they do it again? I was thinking last year was the election year with how hard the Republicans were campaigning. I mean, Trump is literally beating other candidates who are losing to none of the above. I mean, that's pretty bad when they're not even winning by default. I mean, it's quite entertaining if you ask me. But I mean, the Republicans are running unopposed right now, basically. You have, it's February 24th, I believe, right now. I have yet to see a Democrat actually campaign. I had to Google it to see who was supposedly running against Joe Biden. But I mean, what's the point? Because, they had, what, five people run against him last time? I don't remember. It wasn't very many. 5 or 6. So now there's only 3. And we had like 20-something Republican nominees running or something. I can't remember. It was a lot. Ramaswamy did very well. He was great. I think it's pretty much just down to Trump and that other lady whose name, goddamn, I keep forgetting. It's not on my notes here anywhere. But I mean, she's just completely awful. So, yeah. So that's my prediction of the next election sideshow and what they're going to do. Trump is not going to be your next president. They will cheat. They will declare martial law. They'll sick the FBI on him. I mean, they've been doing it this whole time. They will make sure he does not win. And I don't understand why people say, well, Trump is not the one to lead us to prosperity. Well, why the hell not? Bush sucked for 4 years. Oh, well, give him 4 more, see what happens. Obama sucked for 4 years. Well, yeah, keep him in, see what happens. Beating a sitting president is really hard. Once the president wins the first time, historically speaking, they've almost always won the second time. Bush Sr. didn't, and again, I said almost. So while the sudden, when Trump was absolutely balling out and doing great, oh no, fuck no, we got to get rid of him. That's a dictator. We can't do it. And he left office. I mean, yeah, I mean, he fought to not leave office because we knew it was voter fraud, which all of a sudden this last election, voter fraud was just impossible after they screamed Russian collusion for 4 years. You people make no goddamn sense. But anyway, so there's my prediction, and I'm very confused as to how they're completely running unopposed. Because that should tell you that, well, I mean, they're going to cheat. They're going to get rid of the front runner of the Republican Party. And I don't know what idiot is going to go, well, if Trump goes away, then fuck it, I'm just going to vote for Biden. No, vote for some other Republican. You know, the Colorado Supreme Court trying to say, oh, we're just going to take him off the ballot. Well, I mean, Jesus Christ. I already talked about those sideshows. So anyway, pay close attention, people. It's going to be real ugly. I mean, I hope Trump wins just to shove it in people's faces. And I have some really good stuff on my list over here. So stay tuned. I got you. So thank you for joining me. Have a good weekend.